from the Kronosaurus Korner. Rob, could you tell us a little bit about what you're doing today?
Carl, we've come down to the Ekka from Richmond in northwest Queensland, so about a 2,000 kilometre journey. We've brought down with us a fully equipped preparation facility this year, so what we're doing is basically giving kids the opportunity to prep a real fossil out of its matrix, and it's been pretty full on. We've been kept very, very busy.
Cool. What sort of fossils are you getting at the moment?
The sorts of things that they would be working on in the prep room are pieces of turtle bone. Some kids have been working on vertebrae of large elasmosaurs and those sorts of things that lived and swam in the Cretaceous Inland Sea of Queensland over 100 million years ago.
Wow. Yeah.
So yeah, it's been pretty exciting for the guys, and I guess the exciting part for those guys is that they get to take home some little pieces that they have in fact prepped out of the stone.
That's fantastic, and it's been booked out since the start of the Ekka, hasn't it?
It's been pretty much booked out, mate. I think I've done more prep time here in the last 4 days than I've done in Richmond in the last 12 months, so it's been good.
If any kids are coming in, then they should try and book ahead, or should they try and get in early then?
It's very, very advisable on the busy days to book ahead because we are booked out, and I know today there's quite a number of bookings already in place, so it pays to book early.
Cool. Can you tell us a little bit about what they would be doing in the room then, and who they'd be working with?
They'll be working with myself, who I'm the founder of Kronosaurus Korner in Richmond, and I've had some 15 years experience in preparation of fossils. They'll also be working with Paul Stumcat, who's the curator of fossils at the museum in Richmond.
Yep.
Paul has had some 30 years of preparation experience, so they're working with the pros sort of thing, so-called, when it comes to prepping fossils.
Okay, fantastic. And could you tell us a little bit about the museum to finish up?
The museum in Richmond is probably home to Australia's best vertebrate fossils ever found. 2 of these fossils, in fact, come off one of my cattle stations marathon in northwest Queensland. One came 800 metres from the house where I live, and it was just discovered by accident, kicked the snout off a bit of a thing that looked like a bit of fossilised wood in a creek bed.
Wow.
When we uncovered it, turned out to be the best pliosaur ever found in the world.
Yeah.
And then 3 months later, lo and behold, mustering cattle again, we came across a little ankle bone. And this ankle bone I sent down to a bloke at the Queensland Museum here in Brisbane. His name was Dr. Ralph Molnar. Ralph was the curator of vertebrate paleontology down here. He travelled back up to Marathon, and we went out to the site where we picked up this little piece of what looked to be an ankle bone, and from under this much dirt, and in one day, we uncovered the dinosaur Minmi. Minmi is the first dinosaur that we've uncovered with its fossilised skin intact, so 2 fantastic fossil finds in the space of 3 months.
And it's just on your property?
And it's just on my property.
Wow.
So very, very fortunate.
Now, Tim Flannery recently visited the museum, so what did you think of it?
Dr. Tim Flannery did come.
Yeah.
He came up and visited, and Tim Flannery's comments to me were, when we did some of the filming inside the museum, we spent a couple of days up there in helicopters and everything, Tim said, "I've just walked into one of the best museums I've ever walked into in the world."
Wow.
Right, so big comment from that gentleman.
Rob Ivers, thank you very much.